good morning, everybody. It is Friday, May 4th, and coming to you live from Houston, Texas, and it is show number 15. It looks like that means it's the end of the third week. That's very exciting. I've enjoyed this so much, a lot more than I expected to. I mean, I knew I would enjoy it because, this is kind of the zone I like to be in, talking to people. But, you know, doing this live every morning is actually a lot of fun. Hey, DJ. Hi, DJ. I'm so glad you're here. Show number 15. 3 weeks have gone by since we launched the live show. So this is exciting. Thank you for being here. So as you can see, I'm once again indoors because it's Houston. And Houston, we get a lot of rain. That's why we have palm trees and banana groves. It's just come August, it'll dry out. But right now, the weather is just, it could rain anytime. So right now, I was just out back exercising the dogs in the pool, and kind of getting ready in my head. And sure enough, it started raining, which the dogs don't care because they're Labradors. So I get to stand in the rain and throw the ball. Yeah, there wasn't any thunder, so it was perfectly safe. So I'm indoors. My plan is this weekend I have like, I guess what they would call like a lion eye if you lived in Florida and I think in Hawaii, but here it's just the porch out the back side off my dining room actually. And it used to be like a courtyard and I covered it a couple years ago when I put the new roof on. And so this weekend I think I'll get out there and I will figure out how to set up a vignette because it's covered. So that like today I'd rather be outdoors. It's pretty out and the birds are singing, but it's a little light rain. But that would still be nice to sit out on the porch to do the show. So this weekend I'll figure out how to make that happen, see where I can set up my tripod and do a little test. I don't like to test live on air. So anyway, yesterday, remember I said I was going to go to Costco. Well, that's the first time I've gone to this Costco, this location that I've been going to in the afternoon. Usually I try to get to Costco the moment it opens on weekdays. That's like a strategy, a survival strategy. But yesterday, because of how things went, I ended up getting there like at 2 in the afternoon, which was fine, except when I left, it became very apparent that every school in the city was letting out for the day. And unlike where I grew up, which was rural Michigan mostly, and we just rode school buses, and I did my homework on the school bus on the way home because I was on the bus for an hour. But here, apparently everybody picks up their children. So entire lanes for blocks and blocks around every single school is blocked, which became quite difficult to get home. So I was really exhausted when I got home. So I think I learned a lesson that I don't think I'm going to go to Costco in the afternoon, or if I do go, it'll be immediately following the show and I'll just grab lunch there, grab a hot dog or whatever they have there instead of eating and taking my time like I did. So anyway, but I did go, and as I promised, I bought things that I normally buy, like paper towels, coffee beans and stuff like that. And I did a little, can you see that? Not too well, but I'll read it to you. I did a little cost comparison if I had bought the same products and had them delivered. I call Costco the $100 club because it's hard to get out of there spending less than $100 because, you have to buy everything in bulk. So everything's like $20 or more. So I thought, wow, delivery sounds really good. And if you go online, if your cart is over $75, there's no delivery fee. And as I dug deeper, and they're very open about this on their website, they said they added a service fee to each thing. Items in the store cost less than items on our website. But that service fee is how they pay for the service, right? So you get the convenience. So I wanted to see if it was worth it, because if I could save what happened, yesterday afternoon trying to get home, I was so tired and so frustrated with the level of traffic. And of course you have to be real careful because there's kids everywhere, so you have to drive like super on alert. So I was exhausted when I got home. the thought of getting deliveries very, very appealing. So, but what I found out, I'm just going to, I wrote down 7 of the items here and I'll share with you the prices. If I bought that in there, the exact same items, so it's not like a comparable item at the store. If I bought that case of bottled water online, or when I bought it at the store, it was $15. But if I had bought it online, it was $19. So it's actually a difference of $3.80. I'm rounding the numbers, so don't get excited that my math seems off. The bag of coffee beans, $14.99 at the store, $18.59 if I had it delivered for free. Paper towels, $15.99 at the store, $19.89 delivered for free. Dog bones were $11.69 at the store, $14.49 delivered free. Cat food, this is the biggest markup of all of them. The cat food was $21.89. It's like a case of cans. $21.89 at the store, $27.19 online. That's a difference of $5.30 for free. And then cheese was like $7.99. Online it's $9.99. And the last one I wrote down here is I got if you follow me on Instagram, you saw on my Instagram story, I bought gallons of pasta sauce. Costco, yay. And the pasta sauce was $6.99 at the store for that 2-pack I showed. And online it was $8.69. So of those just 7 items, it would have cost me $23.10 more to have it delivered for free. That's like 23% markup averaged out. Because what I looked at is they're not all marked up the same percentage. It's like, is it just a 10% upcharge? No, every single thing seemed to have a little bit of a different percentage. So I can't really trust that I look at the website and go, oh, well, this is a 10% markup. I get that, worth it to me, push order. It's actually all over the place. But I think a 23% upcharge is too much for me. I don't think I'm going to do that delivery service. And I thought I'd share that with you because if you want to pay that, I respect that. And, people without cars or mobility issues, oh my gosh, this is like a godsend. But remember, you are paying like a 24% upcharge for free delivery. So just now you know. So that was fun. So what I'm going to do is next week, I'm going to try the curbside service at Kroger. And then towards the end of the week, I believe that same Kroger, which is about 3 miles from my house, also has home delivery. So I'm going to try both of them and see how it goes. See if my banana looks nice when it gets here, or if my tomatoes are squished. We don't know. It could be perfect. It could be a nightmare. Doubt it's anywhere in between. I'm just kidding. It's probably just fine. But I'll let you know what my research comes out. Hey, Leslie's here. Hi, Leslie. How are you? It's good to see you also. Teresa was here before we started, but her boss is in the office, so, you might have to run away. There are 5 people here. So hi, everyone. If you're not chatting, feel free to chat. I'd love to hear from you. Say hi. Let me know where y'all are from. Yesterday, there were quite a few people here that didn't chat. And afterwards, I had to really it was like, wow, there were 17 people there, but only like 4 of them were talking. So all these people were watching without saying anything. But that's okay. Remember, if you want to know that I've gone live, you need to subscribe, but also ring the notification bell. It's the only way you know I've gone live. Sometimes I have to go live at different times because of appointments and stuff. But I'm usually here 11 a.m. Central Time. You do the math for your time zone. So next I wanted to talk about, on my attack plan, I have my attack plan, and it's Friday, so things are getting checked off the list. I like to circle the things I didn't do this week so that hopefully get them done on Friday so that the weekend's free, because I like to spend weekends with my loved ones and hopefully go outdoors now that it's nice and warm out. But on my Friday today, I always add in something that's a monthly and a yearly chore. Oh, look, Deborah's here. Hi, Deborah. Good morning. Deborah's my sister. Say hi to my sister, everybody. She's going back to her office from Office Depot. I don't know if it's genetic, Deborah, but I have a disposition to office supplies. I get very happy when I'm in Office Depot. I have to control myself because I don't know why. It's the pens. I don't know. The erasers, all those organizational tools. I don't know. I just love it in there. I love the smell. I just have a good time in Office Depot. But anyway, the thing I added today that's, I believe, a monthly chore is to declutter something. And after the show yesterday, I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were on our earphones. She was on her earphones, so we're always like puttering around and doing stuff. And she had emptied her closet of like Tupperware containers, and they were all over the floor. And she was telling me at one point, she was kind of telling me what she was doing, and I think this is the same for all of us. Like 80% of those Tupperware, those butter tubs, we don't use them, but we might need them. So that was an interesting discussion. We didn't have any good conclusions because neither of us are psychologists. But what do you keep when you think you might need it? And inevitably, when I get rid of like good boxes, boxes I might need for shipping, I need the size that I know I got rid of a couple weeks ago. But maybe I'm inspired. I feel a little inspired by my friend doing her butter tubs. I might get in and clean out I have a cabinet below near the sink that is just crammed with like Tupperware type items. I might pull those out and go through them today because I could always use the extra space if I make some space. I don't know what the criteria will be for keeping or getting rid of, but if y'all have any ideas, go ahead and throw them out. I have my comments right there. I'll watch. And if I come to any, conclusions that are worth sharing, I'll tell you on Monday's show. But so that's my declutter project. I didn't get the laundry finished yesterday because of that nightmare of driving home in the middle of all the school traffic from Costco. I was so exhausted. It was late. I got home like 20 minutes before I had to go right back out and pick up the dogs at daycare. So I didn't get the laundry done for the weekend, but I'm determined. I have some going right now. I'm determined to get it washed, folded, and hung before the weekend so that, I have the chair in my bedroom. We all have that chair. It's either covered with clean clothes or dirty clothes or some combination. And I'd like to sit in that chair this weekend, so I'm going to try to get my laundry done. DJ says she gets rid of tops with no bottoms and bottoms with no tops. That's a really, really, really good parameters to use because they're pretty much, tops are useless without the bottoms, aren't they? So thank you, DJ. I hadn't thought of that yet, but you're right. And it's a good place to start because if you can weed out the things that are completely useless, then you can look at what's left and see what you really want to keep. Maybe you keep everything. I don't know. Just stack it better. Maybe that's all I'll do. But if I have tops with no bottoms and bottoms with no tops, I'm going to take your advice, DJ, and just go ahead and recycle those because they're taking up space I need, right? So, finish my laundry. Then the other thing I have to do this weekend is, some of you know I have a side hustle where I design crochet patterns. I have a website called thecrochetdude.com, and I went ahead and threw the link to that in the show description if you want to check it out, if you're new to my world. But I'm doing a sweater for a crochet along that's starting this summer or at the end of the summer, but it's due pretty soon to the people that are publishing the pattern. So the yarn arrived yesterday. It's a lot. It's a big box of yarn because it's going to be a man's sweater. And men's projects tend to be big. So I'm going to design a man's cardigan, and that's going to be released. The pattern will be released this summer. But if you want to see what's up with the Crochet Dude, in that show description, click that link. You'll see what one of my side hustles. I've got like 4 of them now. But that's the one I have to really get going on after. It'll be good once I get the laundry and get it into the process. There's always time in between because the washer and the dryer don't stop at the same time. Haven't they figured that out yet? Why doesn't the washer and the dryer end at the exact same time so that you can just keep it rotating? So yeah, there's a lot of downtime doing the laundry. So the dogs are home today, but it was raining, so they're exhausted. Maybe you can hear Tamaya snoring because she's just right here snoring. And as some of you know, I've mentioned it puts me to sleep when I hear her snoring because I don't know why. It touches me on a deep level. I think we've been connected for a long time. And I'm just lazy and I just want to take a nap. Hey, Ruthie's Crafting Corners here. Hi, Ruthie. Better late than never. Yeah, um, I really do just want to take a nap because yesterday's shenanigans driving really exhausted me. And then I had come home, and of course, then the dogs are home. Everyone's home from work. I have to cook dinner. I don't have to, but I want to. But I still had to because I cook the dinners usually. So, but I made the world's largest pot of pasta, and I got that gallon jug of pasta sauce. You know, there's a rumor going around that I like cook really gourmet food, and I love to cook really gourmet food with organic ingredients. But just always remember when you're looking on social media, you're seeing people's highlights. If I cook this amazing meal on Friday, it doesn't mean Sunday through Thursday I didn't throw pasta and Prego in a pot and say, that's your dinner. You know? We do what we can do, right? So anyway, yeah, we're just doing pasta and pasta sauce for dinners this weekend because I have a lot to do and it doesn't include cooking. So the easier the better. I wish I could get ahead of myself a little bit and cook up actual like meals because I have one of those seal a meal type things, Food Saver I think it was called. I got it at Costco a couple years ago, and they work great. And you can do like individual meals and seal them up, put them in the freezer, and then it's like boil in the bag meals anytime you need them. But I can't ever seem to get ahead to where I can cook up a week's worth of food and seal a meal it because that takes hours and hours. So I'm lucky I get a pot of pasta done. But anyway, I hear thunder out there. There's a big storm coming. I have to get the laundry done and I have to go get dog food. So I'm going to get out of here and go get the dog food before the storm hits. I have um, my house is in an area that's high, so that's why we didn't have trouble with Hurricane Harvey last year with the flooding. But as soon as you leave this neighborhood, the streets flood really bad. So it's like flash floods. So it doesn't matter if it's been dry. It'll rain for 5 minutes and then everybody just floats away. So I'm going to try to beat that storm here. All right. Well, if you have any questions for me, please leave them in the chat room as you've been doing. I read all the chat room chat questions after the show's over. But if you're watching this later on, please leave comments and questions in the comment section. I keep a little list. Here it is. Let me show you my little list. These are a list of all the questions that y'all have. It's backwards for me. I hope it's not backwards for you. And I'm checking them off as I'm able to answer them, time permitting. And so please leave questions and comments in the comment section. Tell your friends about this show too, because I need more subscribers. My time's running out to meet the deadline to get 1,000 subscribers. So now I'm starting to get like shameless about asking for subscribers. So that'd be nice. Thank you. Share this YouTube channel with your friends. Okay, remember, just because you're in charge of everything doesn't mean you have to do everything, Deborah. I'm looking at you. Always, she's my sister, so I can say that. Always delegate and automate anything you can do. Just because you're in charge, you're just in charge of making sure it happens. You're not in charge of doing it. 15-year-olds can do their own laundry, and if the laundry's not done, they can go to school with dirty underwear. It's, come on. It's just turn the knob, put some soap in it. But anyway, don't do everything. You should have time to yourself to have fun and do your hobbies and go outside and spend time with your loved ones. And say it with me, no matter what life throws at me, I have the ability to make today a fantastic day. All right, everyone, love you. See you next week. Have a great weekend. Get outside with your loved ones. And I'll be back here 11 a.m. on Monday. All right, bye, y'all.